Greetings and good vibes, everybody. Welcome to Freedom for All, y'all. I'm your girl Meg, back with another episode. With bringing all the deets on individuals that are fighting for freedom around the globe. Know that at the Leon Block, that is one of our sole purposes to shed light into a dark world that others feel too uncomfortable to talk about. We are here to get uncomfortable, to elevate to our larger realm of consciousness, to arm ourselves with knowledge, because if we don't know better, we can't do better. If we aren't in the know, we also then can't demand change appropriately. We must be clear and understand what the fundamental problem is, and understand that the root of the problem is the system. The only way we will have change and reform of these systemic disparities is if we bring in clear, competent leaders and commit to the long haul. This is a marathon, not a sprint. We must connect through community. Our communities are hurting. We need compassion, layers of support, and to show more grace and humanity. So without further ado, it's time for freedom for y'all, or for all y'all. Welcome, welcome. This is your girl Meg, back with John Tell. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. How are you doing?
Of course. Greetings and good vibes, everyone. I'm doing good. I am blessed, not stressed, no less. I confess. Let's go.
Yes. So as you know, at the Leon Block, we're on a mission to bridge the gap between our community resources available and to our communities that need those resources the most. Now, whether that be in our backyard or yours, that is our purpose, to be the bridge. We could not do what we do without your donations and support. Our payment options are scrolling at the bottom of this screen. Also, don't forget to set your notifications to know when we're live. And also like and subscribe to view more of your favorite social injustice freedom fighter. So this episode, we're going to be digging in and discussing political prisoners. Political prisoners are defined as a person who is imprisoned because that person's actions or beliefs are contrary to those of his or her government. This is the most general sense of a term that can be difficult to define. In practice, political prisoners often cannot be distinguished from other types of prisoners. Within the United States alone, we have tons of oppressed political prisoners. Some of you may not have even heard of prior to this conversation. So if we could show that political prisoner, all of the pictures.
Nelson Mandela is probably the most prominent.
I was going to say that I definitely did know Nelson Mandela. And that is so sad. I mean, they're definitely, they're locked up without, a key, for real, oppressed and silenced for, eternity, is, in a lot of these cases, unfortunately. And that leads us into our first topic tonight. Our comrade and fellow host of the Urban Conservative, which is also featured here on the Leon Block, his political business headquarters is located in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and he was targeted by a firebomb that was sent, to terrorize his property. Yes, folks, political security is a very serious thing.
Yes.
So if we could roll the press release in that footage.
The press release or the footage?
We can do the footage first and then the press release.
Okay, so did you send me the press release?
I have it, yes. Hold on just a second.
Let me just
What is your
check.
thoughts? What is your thoughts on Chaz's situation?
So, yeah, this is something that, if you're involved in this movement, you have to move a certain way. You have to be very mindful. And things like this, it reminds us of how real this is, how real it gets. We're not exempt from any bullshit. Like, this is something that is very real for us on a regular basis, and I think people tend to forget, like, the things that we do and how much we risk our lives just so
Yeah,
people know the truth.
100%. And it definitely is the most selfless thing you can do is be in this part of the movement. And we'll go ahead and roll that footage now. So this was at 1 o'clock it was approximately 1:50 in the morning. And as you can see, somebody lit a firebomb and tried to take over the building. Now, if it would have hit, any other structural part of the building, it would have immediately caught a blaze. Luckily, in this situation, it only did damage to the awning. But again, also we have to look at, who we are up against and keep in mind that, these are not, especially in political situations, with him, identifying as a conservative, you have to think about Antifa and like things like that. But as well, the police departments, police gangs, like at all costs, they will try to silence us. And so we are super, thankful and blessed that Chaz is okay for sure. We'll watch that again.
Nonetheless, it's I call it scare tactics. They knew what they were strategically doing. And it could have been anyone. Yo, yes, fight for Black Power, free all political prisoners. Shout out to Mumia Abu Jamal.
Yes.
Yes.
And then face reality. These are political prisoners in the USA. We demand freedom now and stand in unity and solidarity with these individuals.
Talk about it.
And then also here is Black Lives, the Streets Protect Our Babies, their press release. Just going into more detail about the situation that occurred at their headquarters. And, as well, being in Pennsylvania, we stand in solidarity and support Chaz and, any efforts that he ever goes towards. He's an amazing individual and a great host for the show, The Urban Conservative. He also joins us on T, and he is a force to be reckoned with. So there's no stopping him. This is not going to make him stop or go away or be silenced. He will get louder and scream it from the mountaintops. So we stand with him in his journey and support everything that he's going for. And then also in news of political security, our friend Soup at the Family Soup TV, he was having issues where all of his YouTube videos was taken down. So we'll watch this for a moment as well. Now, Yes. And so political security is defined as the prevention of government repression, systemic violation of human rights, and threats from militarization. This established an agenda that would protect people against states that continue to practice political repression, systemic torture, ill treatment, and disappearance. So the things that we go through as, media, definitely, especially independent media, we are not really protected as, by anyone except for ourselves. If we want the news and, the up to date, true, knowledgeable information, we have to do it ourselves. We have to be in these situations that, even Super Comrade, like, we had to go get a bulletproof vest just for protection purposes. And so, I mean, this is something that's not spoke about very often, but I feel like it's very, intact with strategic propaganda. And that's, the mainstream media, again, deliberately trying to attempt and shape one's perception, and its manipulation. And truly, it goes down to mind control. So what is your thoughts on all of that, Jontel?
Well, I can relate to Soup being an independent journalist and doing it for the past 2 years. I've had things that have been taken away from me that have been just wiped away overnight. I know what it feels like. It's devastating.
Wow. I was going to ask you if you've ever had any of your channels just deleted and not had, like, goodness gracious, like, I couldn't imagine having all of, that time. Just
that specific situation hasn't happened, but I've lost access to things, and then things got deleted after I lost access due to hacking.
Wow. That is crazy. Well, we stand with our comrade Soup for Soup's Family TV, as well as Chaz Neal from the Urban Conservative via the Leon Block Independent Media. But here at Freedom for All, our focus is police officer involved cases of police brutality, incidents of racism, political security, police gangs, all the good information, knowledge that we have to arm ourselves with. And we also provide the resources to provide the tools so you know your rights and more. So we just want to do a quick episode, put you guys in the loop. And before we do that, let's go ahead and play the sponsorship promo.
That's right.
Looking to advertise your business to a diverse and conscious audience? Are you looking to give back to your community or have your voice heard? The Leon Block is looking for you. We want to provide people and small businesses with more traffic while connecting more people from all backgrounds, as well as integrating viewers more into what we do. Community is everything. Will you join us in helping build a better community? Leon Block Independent Media Group is a grassroots independent media platform by the people seeking to fill the gaps news deserts have created. Left and socialist leaning, we are pro-black, and we cover stories of police brutality, human rights, environmental issues, racism, and more in a more in-depth way that the mainstream can't, won't, and doesn't provide. Our mission is to change the way citizens look at media, to embolden everyone to take part in politics and become an integral and active part of their community, to enrich all of our lives. And to combat racism, we focus on police-involved cases and incidents of racism, spirituality, world issues and news, history, music and art, environment, and many more. The Leon Block Independent Media is a network providing press, arts, and other media and resources aimed to better reconnect the most oppressed. We run daily web shows through social media, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and post information about current events or simple memes to make you think. We try to target different audiences, and we do not censor anyone as we seek to provide truth that mainstream media does not. Check out our websites. You can also reach out to us via email or text. And if you'd like to reach out for more information or more information on our sponsorship opportunities as well, please hit us up through text at 484-909-0873. Hope to hear from you.
All right, guys. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe. The donation options are at the bottom of your screen. Jontel, I thank you so much for joining and rocking with us tonight.
Of course.
Do you have any ending words for our audience?
Nah, not really. Just make sure that you go and subscribe, follow, listen to Freedom for All in your car while you're cooking dinner via Spotify. It is now on Spotify and Anchor, actually, as well as the Urban Conservative and as well as the Leon Block. We all have podcasts on Spotify now. Go check it out. And we're also on YouTube. You can go and check out the playlist for Freedom for All, the Urban Conservative, and T, all on the Leon Block as well. Just had to shout that out to y'all. Appreciate the love, everybody. Thank you for viewing us, supporting us, and tuning in. It really means a lot.
And as always, thanks for rocking with us tonight, y'all. On the path we meditate, to keep being we celebrate, for in spirit we liberate, so we may educate. To guide we must educate. It's been a pleasure, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, was entertained, and educated. Have a great night, y'all.
Have a good one.